Hello there, welcome to Saber Joe Gaming, where we always take the high ground. And welcome to our Star Trek Resurgence playthrough, part 6. You are going to get a bit of an apology at the very start of this, because I have got a bit of a fever, bit of a cough and cold. So that is going to have a little bit of an adverse effect on just how chatty I might be today. But I wanted to do a stream. I wanted to try and give it a go. So here we are. And yeah, I'm going to get on with this. The other 5 parts are available on my channel, and I do believe there is a playlist set up of them. So if you want to go and watch them all, you are welcome to. I will occasionally keep muting myself every time I'm going to cough my guts up, so if you hear that, don't worry too much. But here we go. We are going in with chapter 28, I believe. Not for the timid. I do like how these start like an episode of Star Trek does.
Prove you're worth keeping alive for a little while longer.
I cannot stop this ship any more than you could stop the tides.
Not good enough.
The impotent threats of a lower life form do not sway.
Just so you know, if you're confused, that guy that they've got the gun pointed at is not actually Starfleet. Well, the body is, but there's this other species that have basically taken over the bodies of everybody.
But a stand-up guy when it counted.
You weren't friends with the one who gave up this body.
He didn't give it, you took it. And all the others.
My name is Zon Glosa. I was born in the final days of the Age of Makto. I am but one of many. We who took a leap of faith across the bridge of time to be reborn in these bodies.
Eventually, one of you will break.
It all ties into a series of The Next Generation.
Craft was nothing before we imbued it with the speed required.
An early episode, if I remember right. I think it's from the 1st or 2nd season.
Drive an entire fleet of ships like this one. But when we wake the Aphelion, we won't need a fleet.
The Aphelion?
Only then will you understand the might of the Takan Empire. Reborn in this time.
And when you wake the Aphelion, what are you going to do with it?
Anything we want.
Come on! This goes from bad to worse unless you do what they say.
Oh.
He's coming alive.
You can't stop the ship.
Then he will. Or we cut off his hands and use them ourselves.
The moment I reduce speed or change our heading, the others will know. First, they'll just resume course from elsewhere. Trivial matter. And then, they will come here. For you, this is a dead end.
I don't know if he's telling the truth, but I don't like it. We need a new plan.
He's just trying to talk his way out of trouble. Why would you tell us all this?
I tell you, because I value my own life.
In other words, he's a coward. Well, but, by the way, that wasn't me saying that someone valuing their life as a coward. He just doesn't want to get killed, so...
We've all died once. I don't intend to do so again. I won't touch those controls. If you want to get us killed, do it yourselves.
You fear death. There's a way to stop this ship for good, and he knows how. He just needs more pressure.
What kind of pressure?
We hurt him, he'll talk. Trust me.
That's against Starfleet protocol.
You're not on a Starfleet ship right now.
Your protocol does not apply.
It's got a point.
We take the action that will lead to our victory. Don't assume your moral code takes precedence above all others.
I agree.
I get the impression you know how to make people talk. Think you can break his arm?
No, don't.
I mean, a broken arm's an easy
We
fix.
don't torture people. Did you forget what uniform you're wearing? What it stands for? This isn't like you.
He'll live. Isn't that what you want?
Don't you twist my words like that.
I have only just begun.
I'm not being funny. In Star Trek, a broken arm is a very easy fix.
Oh, of course. Our
It's not
technology
like
is amplifying the ship's output, and it still
our
relies
friend
on
is
warp
actually
cores
going to
provide
feel that.
plasma to the engines. Disable those, and the ship grinds to a halt.
Sabotage.
This displays for all life forms on the ship. This is where the infiltrators are. The central
Anyone
artery
give
of
me the
ship's
nod as to where
systems.
sabotage
Sensors,
comes into Star Trek?
propulsion, weapons. And this is engineering.
It's deserted.
If I can get us there, can you cripple my ship? Not something I'd normally ask, but I'm coming around to it.
Well, usually I'm the guy fixing the things that go wrong on a starship. I'm sure I can figure out a way to break it.
You may even find...
Hardly Quinn says it's the Beastie Boys song in the
This
new one.
plan of yours has
Correct.
one
It's
problem.
actually in two of them.
It strands us. Left out of the fight.
Excuse me. I
Our
didn't
fight
manage
is
to mute in time for that cough.
This is how we do the most good. For the Empire.
For the Empire.
For the Empire. For the Republic.
So, Carter,
Sorry, that's Star Wars.
You didn't beam out after all. I thought you'd escaped when we boarded. I had almost hoped you'd made it off. And Lily's there with you too, right? It's good you two are together.
Sounds like you miss me.
Miranda might have. She was so hopeful about you. But that's not why I called.
This is basically his
You're not a
girlfriend,
fighter.
but she's also
I
been
know
possessed
it.
by these things.
You know it. That's why you're hiding. Somewhere on this ship. But the Takan Empire has so much to offer you. Think of all the knowledge lost for 500,000 years that you'd have access to. I know you want more from life, and I want to show you what you could be a part of. Not just the wonders you've already seen from us. In our time, we had the power to move stars. Carter, you have a thirst for discovery. And a part of you would remain to experience the things I can show you. But if you try to fight it...
In case you forgot, we were a part of something. I still am. The Federation may not be perfect, but it stands for ideals that your people clearly do not believe in.
We have our own ideals. And we have our own strength. Every one of us on this crusade has fought wars more brutal and consuming than you could fathom. But I want to reach a peaceful resolution to this. Carter, we have a plan for you. And for the others, too. We don't want to have to destroy
Hardly Quinn
you.
says she's going to find you. She might well do.
What's this plan you have? Is it the one where you steal our bodies and erase our minds?
That's a simplistic view of it. Your memories would live on within us. We can continue this conversation in person. I'll see you on the bridge very soon.
Our comm badges. She's tracking our location with them.
If we have to
I mean,
use
that was
force to
obvious.
free our fellow Scions, there will be casualties.
We can't stay here. And we need to disable the transmitters.
Where'd you go? You don't want to talk to me?
She's trying to keep you talking.
I mean, I get it. But I'm trying to help you.
Guess I've got to do something here.
Got it.
Mine's done too.
Time to hit the road.
You've forgotten something. They know where we're going.
Oh dear.
Set to stun. You're not going
Oh,
to shoot a guy
that's
who's
all right then.
unconscious, are you?
You keep getting in my way.
You already broke his arm. What more do you want to do?
I want to eliminate loose ends.
And I did that for you.
You know what? You can argue on the way. Now Let's move it.
Something tells me this isn't going to be a smooth journey. Oh, we're back here now. Back on the planet. Next chapter, The Last Guardian.
Our coordinates match the exact location where Riker met Portal 6-3.
Unlike Riker's team, we beamed down without a problem.
It's quiet.
Portal has to know we're here.
If he won't come to us, we'll go to him. Spread out. These crystals are dormant.
Riker's report said they were glowing, that they served as energy collectors. It could be a good sign they're inactive. The Guardian of the Takan doesn't have his guard up.
Maybe we need those to be active.
Burn marks.
The report mentioned phaser fire being redirected toward these strange crystals.
It also mentioned Portal calling down lightning bolts.
Better keep our guards up. If I recall right, Geordi LaForge transported in here, hanging upside down.
I guess we're lucky we were spared the indignity.
Anything unusual, Commander?
It's all unusual, to be honest. We've precious little data on this planet, so brief was Captain Riker's visit. Anything he didn't see himself is a total unknown.
We deal with unknowns all the time. Part of the job.
I'm accustomed to dealing with the unknown from my station on the bridge.
Alright, douchebag.
Already gave it a scan. Dead.
Hello, Magnificent.
Stone.
Sorry to hear that's at a shop, mate. Hope the ache eases off soon.
Commander, keeping an eye on those Duridium levels? Good. Last thing we need are your cells destabilizing on a hostile alien planet.
I wonder if I need to go across this bridge.
This is where Portal 6-3 projected his image.
He was guarding this bridge. That has to mean something.
Yeah. Does that mean we have to
Move
cross
forward
it?
when you're ready, Commander.
Is there anything else I need to scan? Okay, time to cross.
Follow me.
Who's that one at the back?
Ends here.
Don't recognize him. That makes me think he's gonna get killed.
Is it me, or did that path just disappear?
There was a path there a moment ago.
There must be an explanation.
Tetrametric pulses.
Creepy.
Same energy as the other Takan technology.
Most of the crystals appear dormant. What's different about this one?
Readings indicate there's a cavity in the rock right behind it.
We could try melting a hole through the wall with our phasers.
Apologies, I keep muting because I've got a bit of a cough. And I don't want to deafen anybody.
Whoa!
Cool.
An illusion.
I'm sure that wall was as real as the rest of them. I felt it.
It's almost like our holodeck technology, but far more advanced.
The crystals must be absorbing the energy from our phasers.
I'm picking up something. A biosignature. It's faint, but it's there.
With me.
Thank you for the like and the comment, Muller. How are you doing? I hope you are well. Ooh. Where are we now?
Another dead end.
Or another illusion.
Crewman LaRue, if you would.
Yeah. I knew crewman LaRue was in trouble.
LaRue directly to medical.
Is he okay?
He'll live.
Not all crystals work the same, it seems.
Don't fire your phasers at any crystals unless we're sure they're putting out the same pulses as before.
Just to make things a little bit more tricky.
Tetrametric. Good sign.
Okay.
Commander!
Boom.
Look
We
at
have
that.
a bridge.
Trust, but verify.
Indeed.
We don't have any data about what's below the
Magnificent
surface on
says, Saber,
Delphi
do you think
Uniform,
movie theatres will be a thing in the
and I
next
don't
100
feel a
years?
particularly strong urge to find out.
Then that makes two of us.
Probably not. Not the way they exist now, if I'm honest. Less people go to
More crystals.
theatres.
Need a way
There's
to
so many
cross.
people just watch streaming services and stuff. So it's hard to say.
Aside from the breathable atmosphere, this is a remarkably
It used to be when I went to cinema when I was a kid. You had like people that were inside, stop people from talking. Like the concept of sitting there on your mobile phone while you're in a cinema wasn't a thing. Also, people are getting less and less able to watch long form content.
Now,
Most people's attention spans are being conditioned to be shorter. Because they struggle to focus on anything longer than a TikTok, unfortunately. So, probably not. Or if they do, they'll be rare, almost like a novelty thing. Ooh, we're stuck. Not the type we're looking for.
Good.
Boom. There we go. This should be the way. Let's see. Oh, what's that? Magnificent says this gameplay is going to make me fall asleep if I'm not wrong. What is it? It's a Star Trek one. Star Trek Resurgence.
Tetrametric. Better go see what's different.
It's a Telltale type game. Like a Telltale series. Ooh, what's that? Huh. A little bit lost now. From the open balcony. That's the one. Boom.
The way's clear. Good work, Commander.
You
We'll make
are
sure it's
welcome.
safe.
I apologise, I am playing very relaxing gameplay today as I have a bit of a fever, bit of a cough and cold and stuff, so it's also why I keep muting my mic, because I'm on the verge of coughing every 5 seconds, so. I knew if I tried to do anything too complicated, I would struggle.
Incredible.
The plants here are actually alive. Is this the biosignature you detected, Doctor?
No. Not a match.
Which means something else is alive. Magnificent says, Saber, what are some of your worst and best movie experiences? I mean, one of the best has to be when I was a kid watching the original Ghostbusters film in the cinema. I just remember me and loads of other kids actually singing the Ghostbusters song.
One thing left to do.
Well, that might have also been the second Ghostbusters film. I can't really remember.
Be ready to beam us out. Turns out we're wrong.
Devolve to Resolute. Lock transporter on
Also going to watch the Star Wars prequel trilogy one by one. I would also say the time me and a friend of mine went to watch a marathon session of 5 Alien films. That was a really good one.
There's nothing like this in any Federation record.
The plants.
Bad experiences. I remember going to watch Frozen and falling asleep. American Beauty, and thinking it was one of the worst films I've ever seen. Didn't really pay attention to it past the point because it was just awful.
How dare you disturb me? I'd hoped you had enough sense to leave of your own accord, but here you stand. Two fools.
Okay.
In another time, I would have destroyed you and your ship simply for setting foot in this place. Fortunately for you, that time has passed.
Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire. We've come a long way to meet you.
Guardian? I am Guardian of nothing. The Takan no longer exist. Don't care to be reminded. If this is why you've come, then you should leave. Now.
I'm surprised you don't know. With your powers, can't you learn anything?
I can. You should mind your words.
The Resolute's database is being accessed.
Oh dear.
The Takon have returned? After so long, how could they? Explain. Now.
Draconian technology make it possible. To enable the transfer of consciousness from one being to another after physical death.
I would say another great experience is watching Star Trek Into Darkness, Star Trek First Contact. There's a couple of Star Trek related ones if that's what I'm playing.
After hundreds of millennia.
Scions of the Flame.
Is something wrong?
I'd hardly call them Takon. They were a radical faction with beliefs outside the mainstream. Beliefs that lesser life forms should serve as vessels to ensure Takon immortality. You want me to help you destroy them. That's why you've come. You want to destroy these scions.
There is a war looming that could engulf the Quadrant. We want you to help us bring about peace before it gets to that point.
Peace always comes at a cost.
They have an incredibly powerful energy source they call the Cartabula.
These scions have the Cartabula.
And they've used it as a weapon against us.
I will speak with you alone.
What are you doing?
Magnificent says, my best experience I think would be only one B, which is Avengers Endgame, and Tony Stark said that. Oh yeah, that was a very good one as well. Yeah.
That the scions have stolen the Cartabula is deeply concerning. And to be honest, I'd rather speak with you alone, John Rydick.
I wonder why he wants to speak to me specifically.
Your colleagues don't know what it means to be the last of one's kind. You and I are remnants of fallen civilizations. The Kobliad, the Takon. One dying, one dead. Our species could
her species was not exactly extinct, but kind of on the verge.
Understand. It's beyond their ability to comprehend.
We're more alike than you might realize, in that we accept the inevitability of loss.
If only you understood the glory of the Takon Empire's past.
Can you see any more? Okay, I guess so.
Tell me, why spend your days away from your own people when so few of them are left? Why live your life working for this federation to which the Kobliad do not even belong? And submit yourself to their authority? It makes no sense. Not by my logic.
It's true, the Kobliad chose not to join the Federation when the offer was made. And I could have chosen to stay on my home planet, waiting for the next shipment of Duridium to arrive, biding my time and fearing for the worst. Instead, I chose to embrace the future.
Well said.
Not fear it. Joining Starfleet gave me the opportunity not just to help my own people, but countless more. You told Riker you'd wait until you were needed. You're needed now. We need you.
As much as it pains me to learn the Cartabula...
Finding myself looking at my DVD and Blu-ray collection now, trying to think what other particularly epic movie experiences I've had. I mean, Spider-Man No Way Home, where it showed the other Spider-Men and stuff like that. That was a heck of a moment.
To be chosen as a portal was to give one's entire self to the cause of protecting the Takon Empire. I left behind everything I know. And now you want me to turn against my own people. The betrayal of my oath. And everything I vowed to protect.
Every Takan that comes back does so by stealing someone's body. They are killing to come back.
What you call bioforming, we thought of as a marginal science. But if these reborn Takan plan to restore the Empire, is that a disaster to be avoided? Takonian technology is so advanced, it could save millions of species currently on the brink of extinction, including your own. And at the price of a small few, think of how the many could benefit. Instead, it sounds as if you are reacting out of fear before you have a full understanding of what's at stake. I don't think you've given this full consideration. You may have more to gain than to lose.
You told me your people didn't use bioforming.
Mm-hmm.
That's because you knew it was wrong. Wrong
Do it, lady.
to employ on an individual basis, and surely wrong on a galactic scale.
You are correct. The Takan did not use bioforming on a large scale. That the way these scions are using it would not have been accepted when the Empire still stood. I'm curious to see these scions masquerading as true Takan. So I will go with you, and we shall find them. But when we do, I will judge them myself as a guardian of the Takan. To understand their true intentions, for better or worse.
It's certainly your right to make your own decisions. I won't tell you otherwise.
Very well. I'll return you now.
Okay. That's one hell of a transporter system.
Commander! Hold your fire. I'm all right. He's coming with us.
We assumed the worst.
She's perfectly fine. Now then, shall we?
All right. We can beam up your... Do you have any equipment or tools?
I think he can get himself there. What's that?
This is all I need.
Ooh, a gauntlet. That's quite cool.
Away team +1. Ready to beam up.
And we're back on this ship for Chapter 30, the Overload Incident.
Interesting.
Redundancy. If one goes down in battle, we can still operate.
Makes this more difficult, though.
This ship can maintain warp with half the cores offline. We'll need to disable 3 of them.
Where are the engine schematics? Power flow routing charts.
We're soldiers, not engineers. I thought you would know what to do.
We understand how to operate it under normal conditions.
All that talk about being soldiers, and look what it comes down to. You need a couple of engineers.
Yes, we do.
Lucky for you, that's our specialty.
Okay, get to it, dude.
Where we should start?
This way.
What
Okay.
are we dealing with?
Must be something still to scan. Oh. Anything else? What else am I meant to be scanning? Chemical scan mode? I mean, there's not that many other places I can point to. Oh, what about that thing? There we go.
Really hot. Makes sense, since they've been producing at max output since we left Otari space.
No ship can run for very long like that. Not before a catastrophic failure hits.
It's right on the edge. We just need to figure out a way to give it a push.
Bet that console down there could tell us a few things.
Okay, back to that console down there.
Whatever we do, we need to make sure the Takan can't undo it.
So we need a way to permanently disable the reactors that won't destroy the ship and kill us all in the process.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Warp core ejection. So the question is, how do we make it happen?
In Star Trek, the warp core is basically the engine and engine fuel source.
The temperature in check.
More so fuel source.
If it gets this high, their system considers a reactor breach
You
imminent.
eject that, big explosion usually, and no more warp speed.
We saw on the bridge, all 4 warp cores are operating at full capacity. The safety protocols don't look much different from the Resolute. Breach protection. Reduce output, command override. Cease matter, antimatter flow, command override. Emergency warp core ejection. Computer control.
Even command functions can't override one of the most crucial safety measures.
So the protocol's still active. That's good. Looks like if sensors show a core is about to rupture, the computer will eject it automatically rather than risk a breach.
So we need to increase the warp core's temperatures.
If we destroy the coolant regulators, there won't be anything to keep these reactors from going over.
And it will trigger the ejection. Let's
Bam.
peel these suckers open. I'll take that one.
I'll take the one next to it.
The second you two start dumping cores, the Takan will know we're here.
We'll be vulnerable. Stuck in one place while you work.
We will have to make a stand.
Do whatever you have to do to make sure we have the time to finish.
Anything?
Anything.
We'll barricade the door.
Okay,
Work quickly.
he's gonna like that. I basically just gave him permission to kill people. Huh? Was they meant to be coming down here? Nope.
tools, but our phasers can do this in a pinch.
Okay.
We better get this right. If we foul it up and this whole thing goes boom... We don't know how much damage that cartabula will do if we accidentally crack it open.
Listen, the best way to make sure something goes wrong is to stress. Keep your mind on the job. We'll be okay.
Well said, dude.
Yeah, we will. It's not a Starfleet warp core, but the coolant regulator has to be in here somewhere.
Okay. Just gotta try and keep that inside the circle. Boom.
Time to heat things
Job
up.
done.
Warning.
Okay.
Warning. Warp core output at critical level. Ejecting core.
Boom.
Okay, now they're definitely gonna know we're down here.
Warp core output at critical level. Ejecting core.
Just one more to go.
They're here.
They're cutting through the door. We don't have much time.
Okay, same as before. We just gotta...
Oh, crap. Oops. This is, oh, crap. Oh, great. I'm down. I'm going to end up having to do this a few times, aren't I? These firefight bits are quite tricky. Because I can't move around, I can only stand up and shoot. Oh, crap. Oh dear, I am running short on lives. And I'm dead again.
Okay, same as before. We just gotta...
I might have to go through and make an edit of this where all my multiple attempts are cut out. Two lives down already. And I'm dead again. See, I want to aim for the barrels, but I've got to let them get nearer to get to the barrels. Okay, so stay down while it says incoming fire. Okay. My guys are running out, though. Okay, they're gonna die. We're in trouble. Carter and his allies died. Okay. Let's give it one more try.
Okay, same as before. We just gotta...
Right, get up and start. Oh, crap. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Different cutscene. We've survived longer this time. Come on, dude. Make it there.
Hey! Would you mind not shooting at the matter-antimatter reactor?
Oh, crap.
I'll cover you.
What? No!
Get the warp core done. We're all dead.
Crap. Come on. Hurry up, girl. There we go. Come on. Nearly there. Surely nearly there.
Shoot!
Boom.
Warp core output at critical level. Ejecting core.
I think we've done it.
Warp drive disengaged.
I'm out of warp.
You did it.
Come on. Get out of here quick. Oh, crap.
Tosca, can you fly?
Guessing not.
I'll see you on the parade grounds of Surella, my friend.
No. Come on. Get moving, dude. You can feel sorry for her later.
I'm right here. You too.
Calm yourself, child.
Oh dear. She's going to be taken over.
It will all be better soon.
That means she's about to be possessed too by these Takan rebels or whatever they are.
Wake up, Manka Umet. Return to us.
I mean, at least that means she survives. I'm hoping at some point we find a way to reverse it all.
To reclaim what was lost.
He is not happy that that's how she's gone down.
I do. I want to remember every moment when I make them pay. But this isn't the end. I will avenge Itasca. Swear to me, you will join me in this.
How about we try to save her?
That's a dream.
We have a mission. We have to stay on track because this is bigger than all of us.
They defile my poor Itasca with every moment they take breath in her body. I will not let that stand.
He's not going to like that I didn't swear to join him in that, is he? No, he did not. A stranger among us. I think I'll do one more episode.
There's so much I want to ask you.
There's so little I can tell you. I'm a portal, not a scientist, but I'll certainly do my best. I can only assume this is one of your older starships. One would think, given the importance of your mission, they might send a ship of a more recent vintage. But, apparently not.
It may not be a Taconian ship, but the Resolute is one of the best we've got. So don't disparage it.
I was just asking.
You don't make fun of someone's starship. It's not allowed.
Something wrong?
Not at all. The galaxy has grown more diverse since the days of the Takan Empire.
Because you conquered everyone who didn't look like you.
To the contrary. Most lesser civilizations willingly join the Empire to enjoy the benefits of an advanced way of life. But that expansion came with its own set of problems, so I admire your ability to diversify without creating conflict. That was always our challenge. And perhaps, ultimately, our downfall.
I can't say that we avoid conflict entirely, but we overcome our differences because of our common interests and a shared sense of purpose. A general belief we are better off united than divided.
A concept almost Taconian in principle. We're more alike than you might think.
I'll assume that's a compliment.
If this is the best you have, then so be it. To locate this scion, Galvan, I'll need full access to your ship's systems.
Full access?
I mean, I'm pretty sure he could take. I'm pretty sure he could take access anyway.
I'm right here, completely in my mind. And with all due respect to your advanced technology, the simple fact is that I won't be able to locate him without it. Perhaps I should have made that clear up front. I'll need to make certain modifications.
I can't promise anything, but let me see what I can do.
Just know, without it, I won't be able to help you.
This isn't gonna fly.
I'll see you on the bridge.
In other words, the captain's gonna kick off.
Captain Solano, I'd like to introduce you to Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire.
Pleasure to meet you, Captain.
Likewise. I can't say I've ever met a portal before. There is no modern equivalent. Not within the Federation, at least.
He's been kind enough to agree to help us find Galvan.
I am at your service. To whatever extent I can be of help.
If nothing else, I'm sure you're happy for a change of scenery. You spent 600,000 years at your post. That certainly takes an uncommon level of dedication.
We all have our duty.
Of course. But I'm curious. You were stationed there in preparation for what, exactly?
Any and all threats to the Empire.
An empire that no longer exists. Which suggests you weren't very successful.
Okay,
You
now
said
he's
you
just
needed
asking
my
for trouble.
help. I didn't come here to be insulted. Perhaps that was a mistake. I'd be happy to return to Delphi Ardu at any time.
Of course, the fall of the Empire had nothing to do with you. We know that.
Do you? Because it seems your captain has a different opinion.
I'm merely curious where your allegiances might lie. Clearly it's with the Takan.
Yes, Captain. You have found me out and exposed my true loyalties. To the Takan, not to the Scions of the Flame, who do nothing more than tarnish us in name and reputation.
This captain is kind of a prick. He's just constantly getting into arguments with people.
That's why I'm here. And if you'd be so kind as to give me access to your ship's systems, we can get on with it. And you can stop wasting my time.
Access to our systems? That's completely out of the question. Tell me that's not what you promised. We're vulnerable enough as it is. And now we're supposed to give him access to everything?
Captain, I know it's a risk. But right now it's our best shot at finding Galvin and that ship.
Now I understand your reluctance. I never imagined offering to help would be met with such ignorance. Bordering on incompetence.
Considering this captain has a history of incompetence, that's going to trigger him.
More than happy to let you wither away back on your pathetic little rock.
Captain?
You clearly do not appreciate the magnitude of the threat the Scions pose. So myopic is your focus on your own ego. I will not be leaving until they have been found.
Commander Rydek, a word.
This captain is such a douchebag.
I waited 600,000 years for this.
You realize this puts me in an incredibly difficult position. I was against seeking him out from the start, but now, to give him access to our systems? It's insane. And you somehow expect me to believe his allegiance is with us? You heard what he said in there. There's no way we can trust him.
It's entirely possible. We don't really know where his loyalties lie. Which is why we should proceed with caution. Keep a close eye on his every move.
We can't afford to get this wrong.
We sought him out for a reason. To help him find our missing crew.
We literally have no other options. Just give him access.
With Ambassador Spock.
Which I never liked. But here we are. You know what this mission means to us. Not just for the Federation, but for me personally. I can't afford another screw-up. Losing the shield algorithms was bad enough. This could be the end of my career.
I'm sorry, Captain. You know I support you, but millions of lives and the future of the Federation are at stake here. Both of which are more important right now than your career.
It's not just mine. It's both of ours.
It's more important than my career as well.
And so be it.
I'm going to trust your instincts on this one. I just hope you're right. For both of our sakes. Let me know if you find anything.
Okay.
We're good.
That's some progress at
We may
least.
begin.
I will, of course, have to make a few modifications.
What kind of modifications?
To find Taconian technology requires Taconian technology. If this Scion Gallivan modified his ships, then I must do likewise to yours. The galaxy is nearly infinite in size and complexity. This may take a moment.
How long
I
will
found
it take?
something.
So much for a moment.
There you are.
What is it? Galvin?
Someone Taconian technology. I can't get the precise bearings, but it's located in the Palisades cluster.
I'll let the captain know. Riding to Solano. I think Porter may have located Galvin.
I'll be right there.
I'm getting all kinds of interference. Almost impossible to lock on the energy signature.
Where's he hiding?
In the Palisades cluster.
Interesting. Can you lock in on the location?
Not until you get me closer.
Lieutenant Handar, set a course for the Palisades cluster.
Aye, Captain.
Well, I suppose I owe you an apology. You were right after all. That's what I get for questioning the advice of my first officer. You always have my back.
No apology necessary. Your concerns were valid.
Nonetheless, I should learn to trust your instincts, which were absolutely right. Nice
The
work.
smartest thing you've said so far.
Find anything more?
Will do. What's wrong?
I didn't want to say anything until I was certain. But the reason for the interference is simple. There's a Taconian device on this ship being used to block the signal. Whoever planted it was exceptionally clever. They knew how and where to hide it. But they have underestimated my abilities.
So there's a Taconian spy on board.
Engineering.
Take care of the Taconian device, and I can find Galvin for you. It's designed to interfere with all transmissions, or at least delay and confuse the effort to find Galvin's ship.
Hold on. My understanding is that Takan technology requires a Takan to operate. Is there another Takan on this ship?
The Scions could have someone on the ship, doing everything they can to stop us from finding Galvin.
Don't worry, I'll get this fixed. We're going to find that ship.
Okay.
Engineers would have found this device already if it wasn't well hidden. Better to rely on my tricorder.
Okay. I thought that was going to be the start of another chapter then, but...
Noise in here. I should scan the device putting out the most radiation to filter it out.
It's nice being able to explore the ship a little bit, to be fair. Guess I can't go down there. I think I need to go onto that little platform.
That's better. Most other radiation sources in here are well contained. There's definitely tetrametric radiation nearby. But even with the gain boosted, it's getting drowned out by other sources of radiation in here. A little bit of harmless radiation leakage here, but enough to mask the tetrametric pulses. Easy enough to cancel out. There's still something drowning out the tetrametric radiation. I need to find it so I could filter it out as well.
What else are we... Oh. Something over there.
Jeffrey's tubes thump harmonics from all over the ship. I'll filter that out. There we go. I'm getting a clear tetrametric signal now.
There it is.
Found it.
I guess we have found it.
Excuse me. Do you belong here? Commander Rydek. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was you.
Paul. Calloway, right?
Yes.
You know, it means a lot that you remembered.
I think he was the one you see at the very start.
I don't mean to pry, but first officers don't usually go digging around engineering compartments.
I was looking for you.
Under the console?
Dropped my tricorder. But I do need your help. Have you seen anyone else in here recently that might seem out of the ordinary? Maybe someone who doesn't work in engineering.
Not that I can think of, but I can ask around.
No.
I'm here almost all the time.
Don't ask around.
Maybe someone else noticed something?
That would be great. Just be discreet about it. I don't want anyone to be alarmed.
Discretion is my specialty.
I doubt it is.
Well, I'll leave you alone already. Oh, come to think of it, that Hotari woman was down here earlier with Dr. Duvall finishing the last of the bioscans.
Tylus?
That would be out of the ordinary, right?
Thank you.
So it's probably either her or him.
Maybe Tylus saw something. Tylus, can I speak to you for a moment?
Of course. Is something wrong?
There's something happening. I may need your help. This is important.
Mm-hmm.
How can I help?
When you were in engineering with Dr. Duvall, did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Or anyone?
Not particularly. Why?
I found this, hidden in a compartment down there.
That's Draconian technology. Does that mean there's a scion on board? But Dr. Duvall bioscanned everyone. Every deck, every crew member. I've seen the logs. She couldn't have been more thorough.
We have to trace every contact, starting with engineering, which is where the device was planted.
At least that narrows the list. But we still have to go back quite a while.
Whatever it takes.
It could be anyone.
That includes both of us.
You want me to get scanned? Better to know for sure, right? I'll admit, I was around the Scions as much as anybody.
I would feel more comfortable if you did.
I understand.
Clear.
Now it's your turn.
Yep, that's fair. Okay, so we know it's not us.
Clear.
Don't sound so surprised.
You spend plenty of time with the Scions as well. You never know.
Let's get to it. The search starts in engineering. Whoever planted the device most likely did it within the last few hours.
You might want to ask why she was in engineering.
Tracking everyone who came through engineering over the last day, in reverse order.
This could take forever to sort through the number of people that were in engineering.
I'll filter out the duplicates.
Okay, that's good.
That helps.
Cross-referencing this list with everyone who's traveled to Hotari.
Now this is manageable.
Filtering for outliers. People who don't work in engineering. Let's see who's left. No, this can't be right.
What?
Of the people that went to Hotari and visited engineering, it could only have been Captain Solano.
According to this, he was here while you went down to Delphi Ardu 4.
Oh man, as if he doesn't already have much of a complex.
And no one would question him. He's the captain.
He fits the profile for the kind of people the Takan want to bioform. People with authority that can lead to them gaining more control.
Like Galvin? The Queen?
The captain of a Federation starship. What happened when Dr. Duval bioscanned Captain Solano?
That's just it. She never did.
How is that possible?
Something more urgent would always come up. There was nothing she could do. But performing a bioscan is the only way to be absolutely sure.
That's not going to be easy. First thing I need to do is get this device to Portal.
Be careful. And good luck.
I'll need it.
Yeah.
I've found the device.
Is this another episode? Or continuing? Oh, looks like it's continuing.
Interference is gone. I have located Galvin's ship more precisely. He's in the Usonia system.
So then it worked.
This whole region was one of the most sacred for the ancient Takan. What many consider the birthplace of our civilization. See these comets and planetoids in the outer orbits? Based on their current trajectory, that's Galvin's destination. And legend tells us it's the location of what was once our largest arsenal.
I mean, if you knew that, you'd probably think that that was where he was going to go.
As a precaution, nonetheless.
We have to somehow intercept him. How long till he arrives?
Oh, he's much too far ahead of us. We'll never arrive before he does. If Galvin and the other Scions secure the arsenal, they will become extremely dangerous. My people had such power at the height of the Empire. The Takan were as gods, keeping absolute control over countless worlds. I must speak with them directly. However, the presence of this device is worrying. It's highly likely it was placed here by a Scion, hidden among your crew. And it is unlikely this interference device was the Scion Saboteur's only trap. If we reach Galvin and the Saboteur cripples your ship, we will be at their mercy. Even my powers will not be able to protect us.
Okay.
You know who it is? They may well do more damage if left alone. Time is not on your side.
Just leave that to me. I hope to resolve it soon.
The longer you wait, the more time we lose. Bioforming was so rare in the time of the Empire that I am not able to detect if it has taken place. Whoever you suspect, proof is something you will have to provide on your own.
The problem is they do have access to memories, so you can't even check. Something tells me it won't actually be the Doctor, though. The Captain, sorry.
Told me you were worried about it, but I never imagined this was what was wrong.
I wouldn't be asking you if there was any other possibility.
That would explain why Solano has been too busy for a bioscan lately.
As the ship's doctor, you have the authority to declare him unfit to serve.
If you're right, this is
I think it'll turn out to be the guy that I spoke to in engineering.
Are you sure you're prepared for this? If you fail, that's it. The end of your career. Maybe your life.
I don't know if I would be on my own. But with your support, I'm sure we can do it.
That smooth talking may come in handy. I'm in. But we can't pull this off with just the two of us. I technically have the authority to make Solano undergo a scan, but in reality, he can and will refuse to do it. We need at least another member of the senior staff to support your claim, or this could all blow up in our faces. You better think long and hard about who you can trust.
Okay. I think that's it. So I am going to wrap it up there, guys. I am going to give a quick thank you to Hardly Quinn, to Magnificent Logo, to Muller Arcade Fights, for being here. I appreciate it. I can tell that there have been a couple of other people watching as well, from the number of likes and the number of views. So thank you to everyone else. Again, I apologise. I've not been super chatty. Like I said, I've got a bit of a fever, cough and cold and all that sort of garbage. So I have been keeping it relatively low level, but I wanted to do a stream because I haven't done one this weekend. So there we are. I will If well enough, be doing a stream on the Gaming Lord 04's channel tomorrow, which will be the Resident Evil 5 one. And I will have a very topical retro review coming out this week with Jurassic World Rebirth coming out. I am going all the way back the other way, and I am doing a retro review of the Jurassic Park game for the Nintendo Entertainment System, so keep an eye out for that one. Until next time, guys, thank you for being here. I hope the rest of your weekend goes great, and of course, take the high ground.